Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you. As a first, I'm just gonna brief myself. Actually, my writing career is very short. I have no prior experience. Um, for me, I'm more into writing. I'm quite introvert, I would say. Yeah, I'm not introvert. So I will be the guy during my primary school days, sitting at the back, imagining my own world. And the teacher will throw a duster at me because that's how I come up with. I just imagine things uh, just imagine things happen. And when I grew up, my dad inspiration to me. My dad he reads a lot. He have a lot of novels, mostly about. There's a novel I still remember. It's about the Bermuda Triangle. It's a novel, but there are a lot of stories about the Bermuda. So as a kid, he also introduced me to like a bedtime stories, a lot of stories. I think that's how he shaped me to keep that interest in writing. And for the side of my mom, she's more into, we have what they call the custom stories. So it's like a folklore, and also we have a lot of them in the Solomon Islands. So, we learn a lot from, especially from our grannies, telling stories about things in the past. So this is kind of combination of modern stories and culture, like custom stories. It's like inspiring me to come up with a story. And the thing that really motivates me writing, I think what Dahlia said, just have to mention is like you have to write what you interest in reading it. Actually, for me, I am kind of more into thriller novels. And most times I read about novels happening overseas, like in Australia, somewhere in suburb of New York. And said, why can't we just write something like we more like someone reads and related to, rather than we imagine something outside of our country. So I think this kind of thinking that motivates me to write. So, and yeah, that's when I started putting together this book. Actually, this book, the planning took a while. Because this is a first time writer, and in the Solomon it's just like a Vanuatu, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, and Tonga. We have writers mostly academic side, less in creative writing. And for you to find someone for guidance and such is rare. You just have to look somewhere else, find the what like Julie said, what makes you like want to do something. They say you in order for you to write, you say I got to do this, and you have to make time for it. So for me, I just have to get that I need to complete. I have a story. I just need to complete. And yeah, there are times we just have to. For me, it's like uh, most times I will wake up about 3 o'clock just to write stories. And it's not growing up in the Solomons, like not everyone's doing that. So I just have to do it, like telling stories. Somewhere, my wife came and just sitting there, like staring at me. She actually loves reading, but not writing. So sometimes she just asks me what the character. So. And other thing, I keep most of the characters in the book. Is said, it's kind of when you go to the community, as Rebecca said, you cannot define the country by one side of a story. So in this book, I also have a character which is illiterate. He cannot read or write. I think just want to capture, but these are real issues in the past. There are people out there who just cannot read a single word. And how do you communicate with them when, especially when the foreigners come to, especially for development and such? So I try to capture the characters where not just those or the normal characters, like say this can be the orphan, someone without parents, or the less fortunate one in the community. So I try to capture some of them to get them in for the character. So these are kinds of, but these are real issues, like in a community. Sometimes we just don't talk about it. So I think this some of the things that motivate me to put this book together.